I say, now look here, boy. You can't just go swinging around willy-nilly with them Cybermen. With your power level, you ain't got a snowball's chance in July. I've seen ears of a corn with high power levels, boy. Hey, stand up when I'm talking to you, son. And another thing. Boy, I understand you been enjoying this fight, but this ain't no game, boy. That no good fella Frieza just killed your best friend. Now it's time to quit playing around and show that dirty villain what happens to folks who take life for granted. Boy, what did I tell you? Do not let Cell reach his perfect form. Look at you now, boy, covered in more dirt than the desert. Your bruises got bruises. Boy, about as sharp as a bowling ball. Boy just couldn't help himself. Now that boy can't help but fly. Boy, your final flash ain't nothing more than a flash in the pan, boy. You missed it. Flew right over me. You couldn't hit the broadside of a barn with a blast like that, boy. No wonder you call the saying, all talk and nothing else. Now pay attention when I'm talking to you. Boy, now why didn't you go ahead and finish Cell off when you had the chance, son? Now that boy is as big as a bunny on Easter. You're about as sharp as a sack of wet mice. I tell you now, we're about as dead as your head is spiky, son. Boy, what in tarnation were you thinking? You're finding a rubber man with the lightning? Boy, the only thing shocking here is how low your IQ is. You really blundered this, boy. Boy, why in the world did you enter this league with a measly Pikachu? His muscles are as soggy as a wet tea bag, and that there Charizard listens to you about as well as a two-ton boulder on the ground. You need a better team, son, or the best you'll get is a second place. Now see here, see here, son. You got an ice cube's chance in Louisiana summer if your poppy ever given you your honor back. So knock it off with chasing the Avatar and start asking that there knucklehead you see in the mirror who he is and what he wants out of life. Boy, are you approaching me? Why going around a vampire? A rich boy like you working nights? That's a joke, son. Pay attention to me, boy. I'm not just talking to him, my head raw. Boy's about as sharp as all the breads he's eaten his lifetime. Boy, you keep kicking the behind of that good-for-nothing homunculus. He thinks he's the Lord above, but he's nothing but a sham who took that brother of yours from you. Put him 6 feet under. No, 12 feet under. Better yet, return him to nothing he is. I say later, I don't give him hoots about them rules. That boy Bakugo is still our classmate, and I reckon we go give those Lego villains a hankering of a beatdown, and get him back to good old UA. We ain't calling ourselves heroes for nothing, son. Now look what you've done, look what you've done now, boy. You came all this way, and you failed just for a piece of paper. I said a piece of paper, boy. No wonder you're made of rubber, 'cause your brain don't got a single wrinkle to think with. Boy, listen here, boy. Are you just gonna let that dire fella there pin you down like a nail on a plank? He sucked the life out of your grandpappy and took the body of your great-grandpappy. So get off your Joestar keister and send out that Star Platinum fella and get well open, boy! Well, I say, son, looks like you tried mixing a bit too much alchemy in your stew there. You see, trying to bring back the past ain't like plucking a chicken. You're messing with forces beyond your coop. Use your noggin before you go mixing things up like a hen in a fox den. Boy, you can't keep going through life thinking you ain't worthy of love. People are social creatures, you see. You gotta have a little confidence in yourself, Shinji. Learn to let people in, you hear? Now, I don't condone eating unclean food, but when circumstance calls for survival, I would not hesitate to eat dungeon monsters. Preparation should be done well. You gotta have your daily required nutritional intake. Gotta get your vitals up. Boy, I say, boy, what's the sense of letting that woman over there push you in the river and getting your shirt and britches wet? Boy, you gotta have some self-respect. Pick your head up, boy, and tell that Nagatoro that you ain't putting up with her preposterous behavior anymore, son. Boy, you're as sharp as an old eraser, and as about as useful as one, too. That's a joke, boy. You missed it. Went right past you. You have to keep your ears open. Now look at me when I'm talking to you. Boy, I say, listen, boy. Look at me when I'm talking to you, boy. I swear, kids these days, it goes in one ear and out the other. Between you and me, that boy is about as sharp as a bowling ball. Boy, I say, boy, what you doing? You'll outlast every single person that you love before you'll even grow your first white hair. It's just nonsense what you're doing. What will you have in 1,000 and some change years when everyone is gone? I'll still have you. Nice boy, heart on the right place. But he's gotta learn that he's not